Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
It's all about energy healing. Yes, we are excited to have Rob Dixon here joining us today, the owner of his own company based out of Staten Island, New York, but he's here helping so many with Reiki and all of his energy healing. How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. And yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Rob, pleasure to have you here. For those new time listeners, let's tell them energy healing. That's INERGY healing.com. Is that the correct website?
Yes, as in inside of our bodies, the energy that's inside of our bodies. Energy.healing.com. Energyhealing.com.
Perfect. Well, first and foremost, please introduce yourself to everyone today.
So, as you said, I'm Rob Dixon, out here in Staten Island, and people say Reiki, and even on my website, it says Reiki, but Reiki on steroids, because what I've done really is well beyond the results that you'll see with standard Reiki.
Perfect. Well, let's talk. Some people may even say, well, what is Reiki? What is an energy healer? Guide us through the process. Let me, before we get into that, I want to know what brought you into this field. Could you tell us more about yourself to start?
Like many little boys, I read comic books and I loved superheroes and super abilities, and I just said, okay, things like that are possible. People who are breaking bricks with martial arts and supposed to be able to do super duper things. So it was a lifelong search for me to find out, to discover and develop how to make this happen. Wasn't born with it, wasn't hit by lightning, wasn't chosen by the special one. I really did research and study and introspection to find out what would it take to make this happen.
Beautiful. And how long have you been doing this for now?
Well, if you count as I was searching for in high school, okay, that would have been 1974, okay. It's been a long time, and I didn't have any answers immediately. It was literally in give me a moment, I should have these answers at the top of my head.
That's okay.
Give me just a moment here. 1995, where it was the aha moment where I said, wow, here comes the answer. And literally, well, what happened was I had a motorcycle accident and broke my collarbone. I said, well, if there was a time to really do a deep dive and get those answers, this was it. And then, having developed that answer, now get this, a week after broken collarbone, where I had the aha, I healed my collarbone and was in the gym 9 days after, bench pressing, not a lot, just the first day 65 pounds, and the next day 90 pounds. Again, this is a week after a broken collarbone, where there was an X-ray to show it was a broken collarbone. This is what it looked like, the X-ray. See that? Okay, it was broken.
Oh my goodness.
And when I went in to see the doctor, and he said, do this. Okay, sure. Okay, do this. Okay, sure. Then he grabbed the paperwork. When did this happen again? August. I gave him the exact date. It was a day in August. He said, I wish all my patients were like you. And from there, I've just been doing it for myself and other people, and redeveloping it and refining it.
Wow. Okay. So for those out there wondering what Reiki even is, give us the basics, what this energy healing process is, it consists of, and we'll also talk about, how you can do this with someone anywhere around the world, virtually, like we're doing here today on the Zoom, correct?
Yes, but I'm going to stay away from the term Reiki, because Reiki is not defined very well.
Okay.
There's a lot of variations and so forth. And the people in Reiki, I'm not trying to put anyone down, but the people in Reiki can't do what I can do.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I'm sorry, I was reading your notes. It says Reiki and how do I pronounce it? Gong or?
Qigong.
Okay, perfect. So please elaborate on this then.
Okay, sure. Reiki, okay, it really depending on who you talk to, Reiki is a possibility. Okay, let me rephrase that. Okay, depending on who you talk to, Reiki has different definitions. And for me, the finality of it all is results. Can you heal someone with startling results? I'm a little nervous.
No.
Okay. But startling results. And I guess you could say I was searching for something that I didn't really know didn't exist because I was hearing about it, that it was possible and yada, yada, yada. And you hear about these different possibilities and people able to do things. Later on in life, I came to find out that a lot of these people who were proclaiming to be able to do these majestic things were really they were fakers. They were putting out false materials, false partnerships to get people to attest to, oh yeah, it worked for me. This was happening. That happens in a lot of fields. In the healing fields, just like bodybuilding has. I don't do steroids, and they're pumped up like like balloons.
Wow. Steroids pumped on balloons. Okay, well, I want to figure out how this works. How do you do it? How
Okay.
is this process? What can I call it? Energy healing?
Yes, we'll stick with
Perfect.
energy healing, and then that is a closer definition, actually a very close definition, as opposed to Reiki. If you went on YouTube and looked up Reiki, you would see all sorts of different things. And in my mind, sometimes it's just it's snake oil, and sometimes and I'm not saying that about all Reiki, but a lot of people out there doing things that are really just not doing effective healing. So now what do I do? Okay, so one, I have to establish physical contact. Usually that's just holding someone's wrist. Okay, it doesn't matter what the problem is, but I can't do it without touching somebody. Now, once I touch someone, then it's me doing we could call it meditation for lack of a better word, or really focus and concentration, because even meditation has all these diverse
Mm-hmm.
definitions. And when we have all these diverse definitions, we don't have something concrete. So I made sure this was concrete. So I touch the person anywhere. It doesn't have to be on that body part. They could have a back problem. I'm touching the wrist. They could have a foot problem. I'm touching the wrist. And then I do my thing. That thing is concentrating, focusing, and creating, manipulating energy. And then in manipulating that energy, I'm able to make things happen. Or we could say the energy makes things happen, but I manipulate it. So just like if there's a candle that's lit and I want to blow out the candle, well, I manipulate the energy. The energy is the air, and I blow it, and the candle goes out, and we have a result.
Wow. This is impressive. And it could take how many sessions to work with you to actually, can I say the word heal? I don't know.
We can say the
Fix?
word heal. That
Change? Mm-hmm.
we'll say heal because it is.
Perfect.
Okay. Anyone who goes to my websites are going to see over 3 dozen videos
Yep.
where we're talking about minutes. We're not talking about number of sessions over 6 months period of time. And that's what you'll usually hear about with Reiki and Qigong. Just keep seeing me and keep giving me your money for the next 6 months. And at the end of that 6 months, I guarantee you're going to feel better. Oh, you don't feel better? Well, let's do another 3 months and I guarantee you'll feel better. Oh, you don't feel, you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
When people see me, we get the job done today. And usually that job is pretty much complete that day. Maybe some things take a little bit longer, but that day.
Wow. Well, let's talk about some of the things you can help with. Specifically, people might be wondering, hey, can you help my degenerative tendon? Can you help my my STI? Can you help my chronic pain? Can you help? What can you help?
Let's start with an easy one.
Yeah.
Cancer.
Come on.
Not kidding.
What?
I'm going. Not only am I going, I'm going to maybe show a video, but if it's possible, if you can give me the ability to screen share.
Yeah, you should have it. Go ahead. It should be.
Okay, so if you could just set that in now, and we'll do that a little bit later. But okay, one of the most significant people that I did work with, her name was Molly Jean Meslin. And I always do video testimonials because it's easy to write something down.
Mm-hmm.
Say that, well, this person said, Jill Nicolini said that I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I never said that. Well, I said you did. Okay, but anyway, Molly Jean Meslin, I was asked by a medical facility, the person who worked with a medical facility, she had tumors in the brain, I think 5, and I can pull up the video a little bit later, but I think it was five tumors, and her doctors could not work with her. They couldn't operate on her because they said you would bleed out on the table. She had nowhere to go. So, unfortunately, since her condition was so severe, it did take longer than 5 minutes, which is my usual 5 to 10 minutes. It actually took 20. In that 20 minutes, you know what? This is the point where I'm going to pull in my cohort, because the person who was working that medical facility where she worked at that time. So give me a moment to screen share. Hold on. And I'll let her tell a little bit of the story. I was telling Jill about what I do, and I briefly mentioned you, and she asked about who I work with, what I work with. So through your facility, I met Molly Jean Meslin, I believe was the name.
Oh, yes, indeed. She was a severe case. I remember that explicitly. Yes, yes.
And you weren't there that day, so you might have heard when we actually did the session, but you might have heard and might remember reasonably accurately because it was maybe a year ago or so. But so she had 5 tumors in her brain.
I remember that. Yes, I do remember that. Yes.
Okay. And from what you heard, again, you weren't there, so what the people that told you, about how long did it take to relieve her of all of her issues?
It didn't take long. In fact, if I remember from what I was told, she received immediate relief from the pain she was in.
Yes.
And if I remember, I think did you see her twice, I believe. I thought you may have seen her twice.
It was only once, but you weren't directly involved. But I'm going
exactly.
To, yes.
But I remember, yes. I do remember, I was told she received immediate relief. That right. I remember.
And she was in severe pain, and I'll show the video to the audience. So, but that was through your facility, and that was just one of the stories I'm able to tell. So, I know you're busy. Before we let you go, because you'll probably be another client to this wonderful group, just quickly tell them about yourself.
Yeah, please.
Oh well, I'm the founder, owner, and manager of a med spa by the name of Beyond Beautiful Aesthetics. We're a full-service med spa located at 35 East 35th Street, Suite 1M as in Mary in New York. We offer injectables, aesthetic services like Rob offers. We believe in beauty, empowerment, and excellence, and we give excellent service to improve the physical well-being and mental well-being of all of our clients. And we encourage everyone to give us a call. You can come in to get yourself prepared for the new year or the holiday activities. And we can be reached at 888-668-4618. The answering service will forward you to our direct line in our office, and we will schedule an appointment. All of our consultations are free. So,
Joanne,
wow.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And I can't promote Rob and his healing empowerment more. He's excellent at what he does.
Amazing.
Because personally, he has helped me. So I can attest to his services, yes.
Wow, this is an amazing story. Thank you so much for sharing this. Wow.
You're welcome, darling. You have a blessed day and an upcoming holiday as well, all right?
Perfect. Thank you so much. Wow, Rod, this is amazing. Thank you so much for the call.
Bye-bye, Joanne. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So much.
Bye.
Yes, and Joanne Lehman's, hers is one of the videos, again, over 3 dozen testimonials, people who I helped, and I asked them to tell about how long it took. But I'm going to try to pull up Molly Jean Meslin's video so we can hear her own words.
Please, yeah, we could definitely do that.
Hello, audience. Today we have a very exciting story. So first, I will ask my guest to introduce themselves. Miss first.
My name is Molly Jean Meslin, and this is my husband, Brian Meslin.
Okay. And today's date, please?
July 7th, 2021.
Okay. So please tell me, okay, the reason we got together was because you had a medical issue, Molly Ann, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So could you tell us briefly about that medical issue?
June 24th, I was diagnosed with brain cancer, terminal.
And I remember you said something about, okay, was it operational or not operational?
It was not
Okay,
operational.
so if you could give me a little bit of background detail about your situation.
They told us after an MRI that I had 5 brain tumors and that they are not operable. Otherwise, just even trying to extract them, I would bleed out, stroke out, or seize out on the table and die that day.
So it was a bad deal.
It's a bad deal.
Okay, and what was your sensations? What was it causing you, your issues, pain-wise and so forth?
A lot of pressure. I could feel the swelling from my tumors on my brain. I was having trouble seeing, very dizzy, disoriented. I even at one day forgot my name.
Wow. And the things that you could or couldn't do, I remember you saying something about your husband couldn't kiss you on the head without pain.
Yes.
Can you do it now?
Yes.
Let me prove it. No pain?
Nothing.
Fantastic. And you were telling me something about sleeping and special pillows?
Yes. I almost have to. I have to have very, very soft pillows, like foam ones. Like I jokingly tell Brian I need to create like a foam egg carton for my melon.
Wow, okay. So as the session went on, we did about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes.
Yes.
As the session went on, what happened? And so basically you kind of sat down on this thing here.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just held your wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did I do any special chants or dances or anything like that?
No. We
Nothing
didn't
like
even
that.
Drink chicken blood.
Not even, no chicken blood, anything like that? No mantras,
No,
anything?
nothing.
No. Was there
Just
even any
touched my wrist.
any special music?
No.
Nothing like that. Okay. And after holding your wrist for a while, what happened?
I started to feel the pressure and the pain relieve off of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of pressure and pain at the base of my skull, which is where I had 5 of the tumors. And now nothing. I don't feel any pain. I couldn't even touch it before. But now I can touch it. I can scratch at it. No pain, no pressure. I could feel it going away like an ocean wave. Like it was just washing over it and taking it out.
And we took a little break before, had you walk out into the hallway.
And I didn't fall. No dizzy.
No dizziness, no falling,
Mm-hmm.
pain all gone. Okay, so I'll end it there.
Wow.
Anyone could see that. Again, it's on the website, one of the 36 videos, energyhealing.com. They just click on stories. So this is the result of this was actually a longer session than usual, but her case was so severe. You're going to see many cases where it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sometimes as short as 3 minutes. And these are the results. The unfortunate thing is that people, because there's so much people who are not genuine in this field, a lot of people who will hear about me will hesitate to see me. And when I went on one application called nextdoor.com, people were talking about me when I was on it for a while and I offered help to a friend and she told everybody else. And so then people were coming to me like, wow, I got to see this guy. And then I was working with more people. But then you had the people who not only didn't believe, but were accusing me of being a scammer. Like, okay, a scammer has to have victims. Find one victim, just one.
This is amazing.
So, and then when it came to the accusations, I would bring the challenge down to street level. Well, I'm going to get you exposed. Well, then you should. Okay, I'll be doing a session tonight at 8:00. Here's the address. Come on in with cameras. In fact, bring a news team with you. Okay, when I do this session, and bring some surprise patients. If you're going to expose me big time.
Wow. And let me ask, how did you discover to do this? Because people might say, well, how does he do it? You know, is this an innate ability, would you say?
No, again, to remind you, I was searching for a way how since high school. I was trying to figure these things out, and it was not a short search. It was August of 1995 when I had my motorcycle accident. So again, we're talking about I was a high schooler looking into this. That would put me at 1974. 1995, 21 years later, was my aha. So I didn't stumble upon this. I wasn't hit by lightning, and there wasn't a grand poobah saying, I now grant you the ability. We all have the ability. We've all heard that. We have the ability. We just need to learn how to use it. Now, when I come on the scene, there's lots of people who appreciate that now is being used for them. But again, there's the people, well, I know I said that, but okay, he's not able to do that. So I shut up the skeptics by getting, again, street about it. Okay, if you're going to expose me.
Wow. Seeing is believing. Look at the website. Look at the testimonials like we just saw today. We spoke to Joanne. We saw your other testimonial video with Molly. I mean, amazing work you do. Rob, thank you for being here and for enlightening us. And if someone does want to reach out to you, would you mind sharing again your web address, a phone number, any social media page we can reach you?
The website is I as in inside, INERGY healing.com. That's energyhealing.com. My personal cell number that anyone could reach me being 347-528-8104. And if I may, Jill, I did a little bit of research on you. Don't you have a little one that has an issue?
I have two. I have a 6 and an 8-year-old, two little boys.
Okay. Well, I knew you had two. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them you said has an issue, right?
Well, I
forget what the issue was.
No, I don't think I've said that them. I said, I was saying me before, not them.
What you said in an interview that one of your, maybe I misheard it.
My nephew?
Okay. If I misheard, you would know if one of your little ones had an issue.
Yeah, no, it's been me lately with the cancer center and that scare. I'm a little baffled. What we're talking, it could be my nephew who is has severely autistic and he has emotional issues. My kids, for the most part, are healthy that I know of. Yes, I'm the one suffering with some stuff right now physically, but we can maybe talk about that next time if you'd like. I'm an open book. I would love to share.
Okay, well, yeah, if you don't want to say it publicly.
No, I can, but we're just out of time, so it would have to be on the next show for sure. I would love to.
Yes, we are, unfortunately. Okay.
Yes, I would love to. No, absolutely.
You have my number. Give me a call. Okay, and in private, let me know what the issue is, and you could be one more testimonial.
I don't mind doing it publicly. We'll talk next time. Are we back together next week?
At this, not right now.
Because okay.
Lunch. It went so fast. There were so many things I wanted to say, but we will talk.
We'll do. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time here. Amazing what you do, and thank you for helping so many. Wow. Guys, check out the testimonials. It's amazing from what we heard today, what I heard and saw today. I mean, it's proof. It's working. Try it, reach out to him, and I'm going to do the same. Thank you so much.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, I mean, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.